Hey guys, this is really a special video today because I received a very big and heavy surprise in the mail yesterday, and I wanted to share that with you. When someone really goes out of their way like this and sends something this nice, it really kind of want to make a fuss about it because this is really thankful for something like this. This is amazing. I had to open this up and find out who in the world was sending me stuff. And Mr. PESTLEMAN1951 sent me a whole box of goodies here. This is this is pretty incredible. I've pulled a couple things out here, and I knew I just had to get this on film because there's really some special items in here. And PESTLEMAN, thank you so much. This is totally unexpected, and I would never expect anyone to send me something like this. Sending a primitive guy rocks. That's a big deal. And you tell me there's a whole mess of stuff in here. He sent me a letter, and probably won't read the whole thing, but he said there's some miscellaneous stuff in here: rocks, a little soapstone, flints, a couple preforms, and some ochre pigments. And I really can't wait to get to the bottom of this. So, PESTLEMAN, thank you so much. I really am blown away by this. I wouldn't expect anyone to do something like this, and to send it to me is really amazing. I just have to show you guys this. In here are Paleo Sahara quartz beads. And there's also some trade beads in here from the 1800s and 1700s. And I really was pretty speechless to think that some of these beads in here could be that old. Is really amazing. And I was kind of studying these. I took these out, and it's just they're amazing pieces to look at. I mean, you could just picture, maybe a stone drill drilling in there. You see the hole is wider, and as it goes down, it punches through. They're really just great study pieces. And to send these to me, man, is really super. I mean, can you imagine? I'm holding something in my hand that's that old, and they're beautiful too. It's unbelievable holding history here, and for me, that's an amazing thing. So I pulled these two baggies out, and I'm just blown away. Look at this. I really hope the camera will do this justice. I might even take these out. In here, there's a letter telling the story of these guys. PESTLEMAN said that some of these have obvious wear signs on them from use, and these come from Africa. And I am really amazed by the colors in these. I would love to. I mean, the colors are so vibrant and beautiful colors. And these are stone beads. I'm just amazed at the quality of something that folks were doing back then by hand, and the colors. I mean, how in the world did you get colors like that on here? It's absolutely amazing. I mean, just these two baggies alone, I mean, it would be more than I would ever expect anyone to send me. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. I'm holding history there, and I get to have a little part of that. Thank you so much, man. Look at this. This is really pretty special. White sage. PESTLEMAN sends me some of his white sage, and I spent most of my teen years working on an organic farm, and I used to love going through the herb garden and smelling this stuff and picking this stuff, and it's been a long time. And you'll definitely see me on some videos, burning a leaf here and there, because I love the smell of this stuff, and this is really special. I was really excited to see that. That's just a treat. White sage, man, it doesn't get any nicer than that. The seeds. I think those are seeds for the white sage right there. And I already have in mind where those where those might go. Try to plant those, and hopefully you'll see some growing here in the future. Really, really special. And look at this, a whole box of rocks. I could go on for hours just talking about this stuff. I don't want to bore everybody, but I mean, this is really something to make a big deal about, because look at this preform. That is awesome. Oh man, I wish I could make a preform that nice. That is some nice stone right there. I love it. You could just hear the quality of a stone by running it in your hands. You hear that ring. It's like the coolest thing ever. That is awesome. And you do some nice napping, man. No doubt. Look at this. Some more flint, chert. It's got a nice, some red in there. Really something. I've been getting some really good practice the last 2 weeks here with flint, chert, stone tools. Really getting a feel for them. And it's amazing when you think about it. I mean, these things can perform for just about any task you need them to. And I could totally see why these are so valued and treasured and traded. And I mean, these guys really are handy, and I'm really getting a first-hand some experience at that. I'm starting to learn their properties here a little bit. Some projects I've been working on. This is, holy mackerel, awesome right here. Look at the size of this rock. There's that ring. Wow. That's a nice piece of stone, man. Really, I am blown away that you would send me all this. I really am. Totally unexpected. I had been talking to PESTLEMAN the last week or so, and we've been going over soapstone. He's been educating me in the ways of soapstone. And somewhere in this box, I think there's soapstone, man, and that is just way too cool. I mean, yeah, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I could probably just sit here and talk about that stuff forever. Look at this piece of obsidian, man. I can't tell you the last time I held obsidian. My first taste of napping was about 16. All I did, I got a piece of black obsidian and basically smashed the thing to pieces. And I set the tools down for many years, and finally revisited all that and really got bit by the bug and can't stop napping. And look at this, man. I don't know if this is mahogany or the banded stuff. I really not too familiar with obsidian. I don't use it a lot. I've only ever had experience work in Texas, and it looks like you have quite the variety of cherts in here, and just really excited about this. Look at it. It just doesn't get any sharper or more useful than a chunk of obsidian. I mean, you bust off a flake of this stuff, and man, you got a scalpel for any project or surgery. I mean, this stuff is amazing. A really treat to have something like this. I don't know what to say, man. I just hope these materials speak for themselves, because this is too much. Really too much. Look at this. Wow. That is a cool chunk of something, man. I'm amazed that some of these states, some of these people have these awesome materials to work with. I mean, I get so jealous sometimes when people just walk around and they're like, think nothing of it, but when flint is hard to come by, I mean, you really cherish it. And that is really awesome. I'd love to know what some of these varieties are. Look at this stuff. Each one of these looks like a different type. Nice pieces. Amazing. amazing. Now, I have never held soapstone in person. I've only ever seen it on video, and I'm assuming this is soapstone, and that feels soapy. That feels slippery. Yeah. And if this is soapstone, if I wet this, I'd probably be able to tell a little bit better. This stuff just comes to life. PESTLEMAN was sharing some of his videos with me, and he has just some really cool videos on this stuff, and wetting this, and it just comes to life. You see all the little detail in it, but man, that has to be soapstone. That is so slick. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm carving it with my fingernail, scratching at that. So man, this stuff with a flip flake, if you need to shape this a little bit, that would work great. And PESTLEMAN, I might even, you might even see a video of me. You had a great idea, and I mean, I consider it like the spoiled arrow maker's tools, if to make like arrow straighteners out of a piece of this. You know, carve some grooves in this, heat it by some coals, make some handy tools in that regard. I might have to try that. I mean, I'm sure you'll see all this stuff throughout the future being used in videos, and as much of it as I can. And be a progression. You'll see that, and I'm really just blown away to have these awesome resources. This down in here. Wow, that looks like a tool. That looks just like a tool. I know in your letter you said most of this is, you know, nap-on ready rock, but that looks just like a tool. I mean, maybe a preformed gone chunky, but I don't know, you could tell me if that's something I should mess with, because you can just hear the quality in this stuff. Really amazing quality. That ring is awesome. That is a pretty cool piece. More soapstone, I think? Dude. Man. Yeah. That would make a nice little block. You know, carve some grooves in that. I'm not an artist by any means. I mean, folks are making some nice stuff out of soapstone around here on YouTube. Yeah, that's just amazing to see. But I might have to try to make a tool or something out of a piece of this. This is quite special, because PESTLEMAN was telling me that this stuff isn't really just readily available to the public here. I mean, this was, you know, it isn't easy to come by. And you sharing this with me, man, that's just something else. Really, really something. Definitely appreciate this, man. Oh, wow. Wow. Slab of obsidian. Look at that. Man. Oh, man. Never worked a slab before. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Dude, I'm blown away by this. I really am. I don't know what to say. I'm just hoping that people could see this. Just your generosity here is really... Oh, man. You guys, look at this preform. That is some really high quality stone right there. Look at this preform. Wow. I really wouldn't know what any of this stuff is, really. I've worked some Georgetown. This looks similar, but this looks, I don't know. Wow, that is a nice piece, man. I can't believe you're sharing that with me. If I get a biface that looks that nice, I usually stop, because that's about the extent of what I could do, and I would be happy with that. I mean, just to look at, I just love that. Look at these flints, man. Unreal. Oh man, just doesn't get any better than rocks, man. It can't. And all this other stuff, it's just like absolutely awesome. Oh man, see some really cool colors down in here. Oh. Wow. I don't know if that's a jasper. I've heard of alibits, but I know those are really like rare. They're like illegal, I think, to gotta take unless you had them previously and stuff. I mean, that looks like pictures I've seen. I don't know what that is. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Just all those different colors in there. I don't know how well the camera's picking this stuff up. Wow. That is a unique, special piece right there. I would love to hear what that is. There's a story to be told about that one. That is something. Might be a jasper or something. Huh. Wow, this looks like some type of black flint. This video must be terribly boring for some folks, but I mean, I could sit here just studying rocks forever. You don't see stuff like this. This is really, really amazing. It's like some type of black flint. I don't know if this could be obsidian or something when you get down inside it, but this looks more like flint. That is really cool. That's awesome. The classic black flint. Oh, more obsidian. Wow. Having this is a great resource. I could see just taking off a little flake here and there, and little cutting tools and everything else. Amazing. Oh, what's in this bag here? Oh man, this is amazing. Blocks of flakes in here. If I can get down in here, you can see this. You know, Pestleman in his letter encouraged me, and I mean, all these flakes are usable. This is what I make with all my points on any of my arrows, and I'm not a napper by any means, but they usually start with something like this, a little flake. But these flakes are beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. These materials. This looks like some type of heated something. He encouraged me, you know, folks out there, if there's some guys and girls out there that are just getting into napping, you know, don't have any stone, don't have anything to start with, I would totally be willing to, you know, part with some of these flakes. You know, send me a message saying you're looking to have a couple pieces to nap in here. I mean, there are some awesome flakes in here. Look at that. That's some type of really shiny, glossy red. That is awesome. Unbelievable. But any of these could be used to make a point. It really can. Like I said, this is what I've made most of my points out of. It's rare that I would start with a big old biface and work down to All these can make a great point. Probably won't go through all this on camera, but this is really special. So if there's anyone out there that wants to get into napping, let me know. I'd definitely send you some of these flakes. Totally willing to do that. Look at this. That's a big chunk of something. I can't go through this whole thing on camera, but that is absolutely awesome. Thank you, PESTLEMAN. So let me know, guys, if you could, someone out there could use a couple flakes and flakes. Pass those along. Oh, and there looks like one more bag here. Oh, the ogres. Never had any of this stuff. Just like chalk. Just like chalk. But rock, I guess. Pigment. Look at this. There's a lot of it in here, man. Oh, that is too cool. I'm gonna try to think of some really creative uses for some of this stuff. You sent me a whole bunch here. Sure, I could color on something. Maybe even a hide. Wow. Where do you find most of this stuff? I mean, is this just in the fields out there? Is this is really neat. I don't know if we have a lot of pigments around here. I mean, I've just never seen any. I find bricks in the creek. Does that count? Wow, that is really something. I won't keep dragging on and on here, but PESTLEMAN, I am really, really grateful for what you did here. This is really more than I expect anyone to ever do, and this was truly unexpected too, and just some amazing, amazing things here. And I hope you know that I really appreciate this, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from me soon. And just thanks so much. I'm anxious to study this stuff more, get through it, just hold this stuff, look at it, maybe make some great tools. Really, maybe you'll see some of those arrow straighteners. But thanks again, man. I really can't thank you enough. Alright, guys. Have a good one.